nice and big.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first fan cam, the winter edition. Hold on, something's not right. Oh, that's better. Whew, that's a close call. So, first fan cam, I got all of you to send in your pictures from the winter, and I had a fair few entries, I think about 11, so which for the first episode is great. So, thank you to everyone that entered in, and remember, next month I'll be doing one for all your captures from March. So get sending them in to joseph.w43@gmail.com, same as before, your name, followed by fan cam and the month March. Send them all in with a bit of story, and it should be featured in next month's. So let's get cracking on your winter captures. Oh. Damn, that tastes good. The first entry to this fan cam was from Finley Todd Hunter. Hi Joe, regularly watch your videos, really enjoy them. Just the other week I spent a quick 48-hour session. Quick, fast, 48 hours is 48 hours, but we'll leave you to it. With my good mate Tyler Lane down on the famous Linear Fisheries Complex. We set up on Oxley's Lake and we both struggled for a bite. However, on the final morning I received a short sharp drop back. Long story short, I thought it was a rat with a bag of crisps on its head. Don't ask. Well, surely everyone's going to ask. A rat with a crisp packet on his head? Sounds a bit strange, never mind. And it turned out to be a new PB, 26 pound 2 ounce. Over the moon, and I still am to this day. The fish fell to a short stiff hinge rig, cast about 26 rod lengths on the small patch of silt. You could say 26 is my lucky number. Keep up the good work, Finley. Beautiful fish, mate. I've got to say, that is a very clean looking fish. Lovely scales on it. And for the winter as well, a nice mid-20. Beautiful, well done. So the next person to enter was Tamas Koletsar. I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not sure, Koletsar. Anyway, he sent in a picture of his first barbel of the year. His favourite fish is barbel. He wanted to share his first barbel of the year 2016 on the River Taff in Cardiff. Probably all full Welsh, but never mind. 10 pound 8 ounce barbel fell to a krill pellet wrapped in krill paste. Looks like a lovely fish. I've only ever caught the one barbel. Really is in my list of fish to go for again this year. Double figure would be brilliant, to be honest, so maybe that's one of my goals, to catch a double figure barbel. And here is some footage as well he sent over to me. Always nice to get a bit of footage, so if you do ever want to send in footage as well, please do. And I'll put the link to his channel in the description below. That's Tamas Koletsar with his lovely barbel. Nice one. Next up we got Alex Marco. He was on his first ever night session. Someone that had been fishing in the day had left, but had put all the rest of his bait out in the lake, so he flicked the single over onto it. A couple of hours later, in the middle of the night, 3 AM, he had a take on a tutti frutti boilie tip with corn, and fighting the night is always good fun, especially when you can't see much, and when it's your first time, I'm sure it was a big experience. And he netted his PB, so well done to Alex Marco. Here is his new personal best 18 pound mirror, so very well done. Cheers for sending it in. Sorry, hold on a sec, Mum's talking to me, she's interrupting fan cam. You can join in if you want. Do you want to join in on fan cam? She's not interested. You want me to turn it off? Next up we got Alistair Simpson. He's sent in a few of his captures. After a couple of sessions with no joy and messing around with different rigs, he caught these. The mirror and the ghost carp were both caught on chod rigs over a bed of pellet and dead red maggot mix. The tench was caught on a bomb lead, imitation red maggot and white live maggots. All of the fish are real clean fish, and tench I didn't think were particularly winter species. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're not as active in the winter and they're quite rare caught. I'm not sure, I may be completely wrong, but nice all the same. And the mirrors all look completely pristine condition. They may be small, but they're absolutely stunning. And that mirror, especially the linear, the scales on that are absolutely perfect. So always nice to get a bend in the rod in the winter, so well done Alistair, some really nice fish there. Next up we got Jack O'Neill. He said he's a big fan, watch all your videos, always nice to hear, thank you very much. And this fish caught on a hard day's fishing due to not catching on his original peg where he started facing the wind. He moved onto the back of the wind and set up by spomming out a mix of tiger nuts, hemp, tangerine dream boilies and sweet corn. 30 seconds later, after casting out the rod, it burst into life and hell of a fight, which resulted in a 16-pound mirror. Always worth a move. If you watch my latest session where I was on Withypool, Andy actually moved about 3 or 4 times till he found the fish in that refuge area. The same place I fished the following day, and the fish were there. They were still there to be caught. If you find them, you'll have them. So here's another result of finding the fish in the winter. Obviously being on the back of the wind where it's probably quite a cold wind, they want to shelter away from that. So he found the fish, and a very recognisable one with quite a lump by its anal fin, bit of a chunk out of its dorsal. Very recognisable fish and very welcome, I'm sure, on a cold winter's day. So well done, Jack. Ben Bristow sent in his capture. He turned up at a place called Silver Springs in Somerset. It's good to know another Somerset lads watching. He had to wait hours for the ice to melt, but finally there was a bit of a clearing in the ice, so he flicked out a half sardine. Waited about 10 minutes till the bobbin started dropping back and then screamed off. Struck in and straight away felt a slight feeling it could have been a bigger fish, so finally got it in the net. This was my PB, weighed in at 16 pound 8 ounce. Okay, yeah, some people might say it's not a big fish, but my old PB was 2 pound, so it is for me. A PB is a PB, it doesn't matter how big it is. If you've beaten your old fish, it's a PB. I mean, my carp is 22.12, but actually after catching a nicer looking fish, phone's going off, sorry about that. After catching prettier fish that was smaller, I actually class one of my fish, which is only 18.3, as my PB, because I don't think it's all about pounds and ounces. The size of it doesn't always matter, but how it looks. I'm going off on a tangent here, but 16 pounds 6 ounce is still a very good pike. Mine's doing just over 17 pounds, so I know roughly the sort of size you're talking about, and I was over the moon when that went in the net. So don't feel like that's not big, because it is a big fish. Anyone would be happy with a upper or mid double pike, so well done on that. And like I said, that's from a place in Silver Springs. Thanks mate, keep up the videos and keep them coming then. So cheers for sending it in and well done. Aaron Colley, he's sent in his. Hi Joe, big fan of your videos and think they are very useful. Always good to know, glad you enjoy them. This is my 17 pound 5 ounce koi carp from a lake in Powys. I hope I pronounced that right. Doing a night for his birthday, early winter, put a rod in the margin with a chunk of lunch and meat on it. Within minutes it screamed off and almost pulled his rod in. Lovely looking fish, looks like it's got a bit of ghost in it, to me. So yeah, it probably is. Quite a nice looking fish, quite a good size as well, so well done. And always nice in the winter to get a nice chunk in the hands, especially on such a simple bait of the luncheon meat. Often I think baits like that get overlooked. I'm just as guilty as anyone else. I go for the most up-to-date baits and things, but luncheon meat, still doing it for you, so well done on that one. The next one is from Simon. He sent this to me on Facebook at the time, so I've already seen this, but I'm really glad he sent it in to me on the fan cam because it's a great story and a lovely fish, especially from where it's from. I'll quickly read the email as well. Alright Joe, here's a winter capture. You've already seen one of the edits. I now have a new one on YouTube, but I'm just about to re-edit minus the swearing. I have a right potty mouth, everything, every time I catch something decent. The story behind the capture is that I'd had a rubbish winter's pike fishing, didn't actually catch my first fish of the year until my 8th trip, which happened to be the February the 11th. It was only a small jack pike from the Kennet, but it ended my run of blanks. The next day I went to a stretch on the Thames, fish on my 6th swim. Just before leaving I thought I saw a carp roll, but had a niggling doubts in the back of my mind telling me it was in fact a bream. 1 second. The next day, February 13th, I went back to the same swim, but put one rod out for carp as well. Cast onto the same spot I saw the showing fish, using a tiny PV bag of salted sweet corn. Oh, my voice went like I'm a 13-year-old. PV bag salted sweet corn with bloodworm pellet and Scopex flavouring as one of my free offerings, and trimmed down heavily glugged 10mm pineapple pop-up and a piece of night glug corn on a short hair size 12 barbed hook. Ooh, need a few more apostrophes and full stops in there. Anyway, I added a split shot an inch or two below the hook to help pull the hook down into the bottom of the lip if I got a bite. 2 hours later, this rod, to my surprise, rattled off. It was actually using one of my new 10-foot pike rods, but it seemed to do the job admirably. As soon as I struck into the fish, it rose to the surface and bolted across the top, making a huge bow wave for a good 20 yards. I had a load of overhanging trees to my left going into the water, and knew that if it didn't stop the fish, it was going to lose it around these trees. Put the rod under the water and clamped down, not giving it an inch of line. All the time I was terrified I was going to lose it, and thought my tiny little size 12 was going to pull out. For what seemed like an age, it kept the rod under the water until it finally kicked out in front of me and away from the snags. When I finally got it into the net, I felt I was going to have a heart attack. My heart was absolutely pumping through my chest. Couldn't believe it, I'd caught such an awesome fish in February. River fish don't come much better than this. It was scale and fin perfect, not a single mark on it at all, and the tiny hook was firmly in the bottom lip, so the rig clearly worked. The full video plus other Thames captures can be viewed on my YouTube channel, Lump Goes Fishing. Keep up the good work, Joe. Good luck on your future quest. Trying something different doesn't always work, but when it does, it feels more rewarding. Brilliant story, gives you more of a background to what it is. Here's a picture of the fish, and I'm going to put in the footage he sent me raw, because I think it just shows the moment as it was. So have a quick watch.
£25 4-ounce mirror from the Thames. Scale perfect.
It's amazing how big it actually looks. I honestly thought that was a 30.
Yeah. Well deserved.
Ready?
Go on then. Look at it, get some proper video over the top of it. Oh, that is beautiful. That is a beautiful, beautiful fish. Yeah. The fight was unbelievable. Size 12 hook, it bolted off on the surface, didn't it, round there? You put it around here.
So well done, Simon. Really nice fish, and especially from a river in winter. So cracking fish. Again, it shows you saw the fish roll the previous day, put one out there the next day, and odds are the fish will hang around the same areas in winter. So well done, mate. That's absolutely beautiful fish, and the circumstances really does add to the capture. So well done. Martin Davies, he also sent in his capture. Here's his second fish from Hunt Street Main Lake. As you all know, that's somewhere I'm fishing at the moment, so it's local to me. And it's a new PB common of £25 4-ounce. The fish was in mid-January on a hinge stiff rig, just off a marginal feature. Managed to record all the take and battle on the GoPro if your viewers want to head over to his YouTube channel, Martin's Angling Adventures. And if you search for the same page name on Facebook, viewers can also like his page. Thanks, and hope the images are good enough for you. So here you are, a beautiful fish, and these are the sort of fish I'm after. The commons are really nice colours. I mean, this one, as you can see, it's got its nice winter colours on it. Lovely mid-20, especially in winter months. So hopefully soon some of these fish will be in my hands, maybe even the same one. But very good to see a capture, especially from one of my own local lakes. So well done, Martin, on that one. Next up we got Jason Andrews. Hi Joe, big time fan, long time watcher. Always good. I keep saying that, don't I? But I do mean it. Thanks for watching. This little beauty of a new PB common for me at £23 5-ounce. It was Valentine's Day and the missus asked what I wanted to do. The first thing that came to my mind was a day down my syndicate. Sure, there's a few other things that would be preferable, but never mind. And that's what happened. Getting down the lake at 7 in the morning and only seeing the one person on the lake made him buzz even more. It's because everyone else was off having... Never mind. Having a quick look around the lake, I decided on a peg that I knew quite well. Both traps were set, and a matter of waiting about 2 hours of no joy, I decided to move pegs. After looking around again, the bloke that was on the lake, I decided to stop and have a quick chat with and getting to know him better. He said he might as well jump in the peg next to him and have a couple of fish showed in the area. The time I decide to fish, it's simple. By the fishing only singles on both rods and having a brew and a rod only being in the water for an hour, me and the chap got talking and he was umming and ahhing about packing up and going on, and nothing had happened. I've always been taught in fishing that it only takes a second for anything to happen, and as I said that, my rod peeled off. As you can see from the picture, my face says it all. It's absolutely made up and probably one of those captures I'll never forget. And from the winter that is known as one fish a season, from a water that is known as one fish a season, would be good, then he was buzzing. Many thanks, Jason, with 2 kisses. You can send kisses if you want. Thank you for that. But as you can see, beautiful fish, so really well done, mate. And once again, finding the fish in winter, they are there to catch. Really nice fish, and it's always nice sharing your moments with other people. But yeah, like you said as well, it only takes a second for something to happen. My latest vlog on Withy Pool, nothing all day. I had to be off the lake at 6, just gone 5 o'clock, and thinking about winding in quite soon. I had 3 fish in about 15 minutes. So hang on, you never know, a fish could be just around the corner. So nice one for that. There's the kisses back. Tom from Tom's Fishing, I'm guessing Tom's Fishing, that's the name of the email. Caught this a couple of weeks after Christmas, £6, 8 ounce. Not a monster, but first of the year. Not much of a story behind it, but always good to catch in winter. As we all know, it's a very tough time of year, so any fish is gonna put a smile on your face, and a very clean looking common, and a big smile to go with it. So I'm sure you're very happy with the capture. So nice one, well done for that one. So that's everyone that sent in this month. Thank you very much for everyone who entered. This is the first fan cam. Let me know what you thought. Any changes you want me to make or anything you enjoyed, please let me know, and I'll try and make this a bit better for everyone else. But I hope you enjoyed seeing some of your captures and other people's captures, because sometimes when oh shit, that wasn't staged. I just wasted valuable captures. So yeah, let me know what you thought. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and find me on Facebook and Instagram, Nothing But Fishing. I will put details of the next month's one on Facebook, which is going to be all your captures from March. So please get snapping and send them in to me for next month's. So remember, it's send it into joseph.w43@gmail.com. Send it as your name, followed by fan cam, followed by the month. So next month will be your name and then March. That way I can find them in my emails without them getting lost in all the spam from Amazon, Tinder and whatever. So please send them into there, and you can have your pictures on next month's. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. See you again next time.
Nothing but fishing,